Hello and welcome to an InkDependence.com brief video review and water drop test. Today we have Akkerman number 24. This is Zuiderpark Blauw-Groen. Grew? I'm not good at Dutch, but this is named after a very famous park, I'm told. And it's sort of a green, well, it's a bluish green, I guess I'll say. And oddly enough, I put it in two orange pens. I didn't really intend to do that. I had been using it in this beautiful copper orange Lamy All-Star. This has a medium nib. Right there, very typical sort of medium nib, no alterations on this guy. So there you go. This pen runs a little bit on the dry side perhaps, and this ink performed perfectly well, so I have no problems with this. So I said, yeah, it's probably about medium wet. That's my analysis there. So good flow on this ink, also very smooth, feels nice on the page. And then in this pen, this is a Monteverde Artista crystal. Unfortunately, it does not have the Artista crystal nib in it, because I ruined that one. I dropped this right on the nib and it wrecked the nib. So I said, you know, I hope I have some other nibs that'll work, because I really like this pen a lot. I think it's a very good fit for my hand, and it's one that I suggest. But the number 5 nibs from Franklin-Christoph work just fine in this pen. This is the Franklin-Christoph feed. It didn't work so well with the Artista feed for some reason, which is clear and kind of cool, but it just didn't work as well. I really like the feed here. So I actually took the whole feed and nib from Franklin-Christoph pen. Now, I have a few of these loose nibs. I got them for review purposes. I have like fine, medium. What else do I have? Extra fine? Broad? I don't know, I need to check the other two, but this is the fine. I really like it quite a lot. So this is a Franklin-Christoph nib in an Artista pen. So there you go. And it works perfectly well in both of these pens. Both of these nice orange pens, bright for springtime and such. A little bit of feathering and spreading. You can see that here on the copy paper test. This is Franklin green. This is Akkerman 24. So a little bit of spread, a little bit of, see some feathers? Not so much feathering on this one. Well, a little bit here. And the 24 and the Z, get a little bit of that. And just a little bit of show through here. So this is the Franklin green, Franklin-Christoph Franklin green up here. This is the broad nib, which is a very wet nib. And you see it's about comparable to what this does in the fine and the medium nib. So a little bit of bleed on this ink. If you really hate bleed in your inks, this is maybe not the best ink for you. But the color is very cool. I don't know, I hesitate a little bit as to what to call the color. It's called a blue-green more or less, but it's, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. Like, it's got a little bit of a matte finish to it, I think, if you look here, but yet it goes down very smooth, and as I sit on here, that kind of gives me a little bit of, I don't know, intellectual disconnect or something. So I'm like, it's really weird. But I like this color a lot. I've been using it quite a bit in this Lamy especially, but here it is compared to a bunch of other things, and I don't really have anything that's exactly comparable. The thing that I thought was going to be closest was this Aircore Blue-Black, but as you can see, it is not. I'm thinking now that maybe Private Reserve's Ebony Blue might be very close, but I think that's more, well, I don't know, that might be more green. But anyway, this is a very cool ink, a very interesting color, and I like it quite a bit. So here it is next to a few other things I had sitting around. Yamadori's kind of close, but Yamadori's got, I don't know, more of that copper tarnishy sort of look to it. You got Franklin green here, which is very dark green. Emerald 357, which I love, but is a very bright green. Also a Venturine bright green. And then I got a black down here just to compare them all to, I suppose. But yeah, nothing really exactly like this. Maybe that Private Reserve, but I don't have that one in a pen right now, so I can't really test that. But do check that out sometime if you like that sort of color, but you don't want to pay Akkerman prices. Maybe check out that Private Reserve. All right, so let's see how it does in a water test. Go. Alright, plenty of water, I think. Alright. You can see a whole lot of green swirling away. Actually, just like swirling. That looks kind of nice, actually. Let's see if I can take a quick picture. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and mop this up. See what we have left. Clearly, quite a lot of it's going to be sticking around. But, you know, let's give it a little bit of a smear there, too, just for good measure. So, quite a bit of it stuck around. You have some here on the edge of the cloth here, but the rest of it stuck around pretty well, actually. Even just smearing it around, it's not too bad. So, some mild water resistance on this one. I'm not shocked because the chromatography came out really cool, actually. Let's back this out a little bit and get this out of the way. And here is the chromatography. So, kind of curled up on me because I've only just done this and it just dried. But look how cool that is, right? I think that's pretty neat. You end up with this kind of like, dark blue here where I started out the line, as you saw in the little video, and it fades up through like darkish blue and light blue, and then like this sort of springy green, and then like a nice, blue on top. I think this is very cool, actually. It's kind of Eastery, maybe, I don't know, but I do like that a lot. It's very complex looking ink, so there you go. All right, this is Akkerman number 24. This was sent to me by the wonderful folks over there at Anderson Pens, Brian and Lisa. Thank you very much for contributing to my blog here. So this one's one you can check out there. Very few places actually sell Akkerman, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of here in the States. If you are, of course, across the pond somewhere, then get it from Akkerman themselves in The Hague. But this is a cool ink. The bottle is very cool. One of these days I'll get a bottle so I can actually show it. But check out their bottle on the interwebs, not the Instawebs, and see how that bottle is. It's very functional. All right, so I'm Mike. This is inkdependence.com. Check out the blog for all kinds of pictures and such. If you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on the blog, go check out YouTube. Give me a like, give me a follow. I hear those things help you get noticed on the YouTubes, so that would be neat. And also, if you would like to see how you can help contribute to the blog and keep it running free and ad-free, go to patreon.com/inkdependence to find out how you can set up a recurring monthly donation for as much as you would like to the blog. And to my current patrons, thanks a ton for supporting me through my blogging endeavors. This is Mike, and peace out.